Oh, I didn't even look if anybody even saw that. Here we are, boys and girls. No, I don't want to watch there. Hello, Jerry. Jerry! Where am I? Guess I should have just... I got a notification that I was live on Facebook Lite. I should have just followed that. There we go. Okay. Clug. New bottles. Hello, Nikki. Nicole. Nikki, you go by Nikki or Nicole? I feel like you go by... I don't know. I don't really know, actually. Now I'm at a loss. I don't know. Hello, Ryan. All right. Happy New Year, everyone. We made it. It's tomorrow. It's 2026, and there is a rumor. There's a rumor that we will have guests tomorrow night, possibly. So, some OG regulars, if they show up, if their schedule allow. Holy shit! Hello, Lacey. YOLO. Hello, Susan, Terry, Kenneth. Ken, I'm very hungry for your deviled eggs right now. I'm just saying. So thanks for that post. I don't know why you had to get that in my head 6 months away from Spoonapalooza. But if anybody's never had Ken's smoked deviled eggs, I would suggest you come to Spoonapalooza. And I would also suggest you get here early. Because they don't last. They do not last. And he brings a lot. Hello, David Pereira. Sorry about your car, buddy. I'd have brought that thing home. I'd have thrown it right, but at that point now, I would have thrown it in the trunk. Tennessee honey. This is Nick. This was a what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know how to other explain this other than to tell the story. So there was a fella. He has since passed, unfortunately, but he was in our group, and he was dealing with cancer for years and years and years and years, and he did everything the doctor said. He didn't cut corner. He did everything exactly the way they told him. And his last trip to his oncologist told him, "There's nothing else we can do. You got a couple weeks." That's what he told him. And I can't imagine getting that news, but that's the news he got. And he went home and he sent a picture to Monster. This was the picture. He sent a picture like that, sitting on his table. And he said, he told him what the doctor had said. He sent him that picture. And so then Monster sent it to me. And he sent, when he sent that picture, he said, "Well, cuz you only live once." So he sent that to me and he said, "Can we do anything for him?" And I said, so I thought about it and I said, I'll tell you what we're going to do. I said, every single time I'm live at my house, I said, I'm going to drink Honey Jack, Coke Zero, and I'm going to name it the YOLO. And you only live once, is what he said in his message. So we call that the YOLO. That is the official drink of Spoonman Saloon. And I drink one every single night I'm live. And if I go out somewhere, and they say, "What's your drink?" I said, "Oh, I'll have a YOLO." And they say, "What's a YOLO?" And I said, Honey Jack and Coke Zero. And they're like, "Oh, really?" And if they have those ingredients, we get. If not, it's just Diet Coke, whatever. But I'm trying to get the word out there. I don't think it works particularly well, but I try. Anyway, that's the YOLO. So cheers. And I still can't think of the word I'm looking for. Tribute. Tribute? Anyway. That's the story behind the YOLO and Spoonman Saloon. And I drink it every single night I'm here. And we go through gallons and gallons and gallons and gallons of Honey Jack. To the point where I only buy the big bottles now because we save a... Oh my God, Ruth is here. Hey, Ruth, I got 3 Angels left. Just so you know. Actually, there's one in the front seat of my car right now waiting to go out in the package because the post office closed yesterday at noon. Every post office, apparently. I thought it was just one. I thought it was lunchtime or something, and I missed their window. And then I went to a different post office in the afternoon. Nope. Big sign in the window, we close at noon today. So, I get it. It's holiday. But anyway. Oh, yeah. So I buy the big bottle of Honey Jack. I funnel it into the small bottles because I don't like pouring out of the big bottles. Plus, it's too heavy. It's up there on that shelf. So, but yeah, we probably go. I don't know how many. When there's guests, we really burn through it. Like if our guests show up tomorrow night who are alleged to possibly be here, we're going to go through. There's a potential to go through a half a bottle of that tomorrow. Where was I? Oh, in Maryland. I bought one in Maryland. When I was coming back from Virginia, I stopped at the Maryland... What the hell is it called? Maryland Wholesale Liquors or something. It's like a pole building liquor store. And they had it for $29.99. No, $39.99. It's $50 here usually. $53. And they had one bottle. I would have bought I asked the guy, "You got any more in the back?" And he said no. I would have bought a case, but he did not. So I bought the one bottle that was on the shelf. I literally would have bought the case had they had a case. Because for $40 a bottle, holy cow, that's crazy. We still never made it to Delaware. You know what, Ken? We should just do that. Ken, what say we just take a trip to... How far away is Delaware? How far away is... I don't know if there's a good Delaware liquor store. Where's Joey DeWalt when I need him? Somebody tag Bad Bones Barbecue. Yeah. They are cheaper though, Ken. Because a big bottle is less than twice the small bottle in PA. And... Oh, Marty drinks gin. Well... I should tell Matthew that, because Matthew loves gin. My stepson. Ken, we should take a trip to Delaware. How far away could Delaware be? I'm getting comments. An hour? No, we can't get to Delaware in an hour. Do you work tomorrow? Let's see. Let's see what we can find. No. What are we doing here? Sheesh. No, not Delaware. They put Delaware Palmerton. Maybe we have to be more specific. It just keeps coming up Delaware, like Delaware Avenue in Palmerton. Maybe I gotta write Delaware. Oh, there's one. Hancock Liquor. Damn, it's not far away. Oh, it's 2 hours. It's 70. Oh, no, that's 100 miles. Hancock Liquor Store. 2 hours, 4 minutes. Let's see what it looks like. That looks like a fucking garage. That's a big ass parking lot across the street, though, if that's what everybody's there for. We're going to have to do some research into this. 2 hours. Marty says 2 hours to Delaware. What say you, Kenneth? Or do you work tomorrow? Wilmington. Oh, hey, Jamie. What's up, buddy? Hello, Chris. Susan says 2 hours and 16 minutes. Jesus. All right. I got to research this. I got nothing to do tomorrow. There is potential here. No, what I need to do... I gotta talk. Somebody tag Joe. Wait, I could do that. Somebody tag Joey and Carolyn. Can I do that? That's not working. Listen, I'll load up my little car and go tomorrow. We'll tag her, see what happens. Ken says hour 20. Hour 20, Ken. Go to Dover for... No, I'm talking about tomorrow. Ken, do you work tomorrow? Does anybody want to go for a ride tomorrow? Meanwhile, works both jobs tomorrow. Unless I shoot a deer in the morning. I walked out the back today. There was a deer, and I came back in. I said to Meanwhile, I said, hey, there's a deer by my tree stand. I think I should shoot it. She goes, well, that's up to you. If you want to cut one up or whatever. And I said, I think I'm gonna. And then I walked out the back again, and it was gone. So I consulted her rather than just doing it. I'm not really sure why, but I did. There's a liquor store we used to stop at when I go snowmobiling in Maine. There was like a New Hampshire is also a no tax state, no state tax state. So when you would go whatever highway we went up to go to Maine snowmobiling, you went through, I think 2 or 3 miles at the most of Maine. Like it was a little strip of Maine. No, I mean New Hampshire. And on both sides of it was like a 6-lane divided highway with like woods and shit in the middle. Like you couldn't even see them. And they had a pole building liquor store on each side, literally because they knew people would stop there because of no taxes. I don't even know if the prices were going to just. That's the thing. If they got high prices, but there's no tax, it's not even worth it. But the possibility of finding something there that you can't find at other places, that's the reason why you go. Not because of that. You find something like, see, the thing is, though, I found grapefruit, and I have that grapefruit. It's different. So, I don't know if that counts as something new. Papaya, this is new. I thought I had this, but that's not. Oh, Kelly, I know you would. If Kelly was here, I'd have to beat her off with a fucking stick, which is fantastic. Monster, too. Monster says he's moving back to PA, so we'll see. I think my neighbor 2 doors down is trying to sell his house. I've been told by my other neighbor that his house is going for sale, and so we may look into it. I don't know. I talked about buying the neighbor's house and then just renting it to the kids or something. I don't know if I can afford it. I don't know if I'd want to afford it. I don't know if I'd want to. I don't know. It would be cool though, and convenient. Also, the other problem is if the kids live next door, little Jensen would be here all day. I forgot to make the post. Shit. Jensen helped me shovel today. We got a dusting, but the problem is there's ice all over the driveway, and it really doesn't get sun. It's freezing ass cold. Delaware Liquor Emporium. All right, hold on now. Now we got research. I'm writing this down right now. This is what I would do. First of all, if I'm driving fucking 2 hours to get there, I'm gonna find 6, 7 different liquor stores within whatever. If I'm driving 2 hours, I might as well drive around 2, 3 more hours down there. Listen, I go to New Jersey for a liquor run and I'm gone for 5.5 hours. So I could drive there and back and be in less time. But how funny is that? It's just funny. We do this stupid. This is fucking dumb. Oh, sorry if Brody's watching. I cursed. The amount of dumbness that I do here for no sake of anything is ridiculous. So I just consider it funny. Nicole, I think so. It's gonna be cold, so I don't intend on going out. Cold days are good days for road trips. No, he's not. All right. Not that it matters. I've been told that Brody said, it's not like I haven't heard it before. Which is some sort of statement about his parents. His dad, mostly, probably. Maybe not. I don't know his mom. Also, they don't care, but still, you know, for the kids. All right, this is called the Chocolate Peppermint Martini. I also need to get eggnog. The only eggnog I have is Evan Williams eggnog, which I would certainly use as a fill-in, except for it's peppermint eggnog, which is very good. That is that is true, Ken. Ken, you want a road trip or do you got to work tomorrow? How many pee breaks would that be? How many pee breaks would it be on the way to Delaware? Chocolate Peppermint Martini is chocolate liqueur, vodka, creme de menthe, half and half. Chocolate liqueur, vodka, creme de menthe, half and half. Yeah, chocolate peppermint martini. That's a martini right there. Fancy. Nicole, I should be. So just the only thing I got to do possibly is work on a garage door for a buddy. But he was out of town for New Year's. He said he would be back on the weekend. So I told him, I'm like, let me know. So that's the only reason I would be out. I don't know what that means, Jamie. Anyway, if kids are watching me and they hear me curse, I apologize. If I know kids are watching, I do try not to curse. If otherwise, sometimes it just goes. I don't particularly edit myself necessarily, unless you know, I know. Hello, Mike. Yeah, Nicole, just message me like Sunday. Like if you get up Sunday and you're like, oh, okay, we could be there by like 11ish or something, or noon or whatever. Shoot me a message and then we'll go from there, and we'll see. Is that an what time are you going tomorrow? If you need a driver or co-pilot, I'm around during the day. All right. I'm not sure yet. This literally became spur of the moment thought process in my head of screw it, let's go. Well, we've been talking about it forever. Let's talk about Joey and Carolyn. Yeah, I'm sure, Mike. And we were gonna go down. We talked about doing it. Joey goes down. I don't know why Joey goes down there, but then he was talking. They were talking about like going down there and staying somewhere. Like I don't know if they go. I think they do the beach stuff, or I don't know. And I'm like, no. I'm just talking about going on a road trip. I'm not talking about going for a weekend. Ken, I went to two liquor stores in New Jersey this last weekend that I never was at. They are not in the playoffs, Nicole. I mean, they're technically right now in the playoffs, but Sunday night's game is against the Ravens, and that game will determine the winner of that game goes to the playoffs. Put it that way. As of right now, they're ahead of the Ravens, but the only way, I guess, a win or a tie. If they beat or tied, I think if they tied the Ravens, they would win the tie. Yeah, because they have a better record right now. They have a one-game better record right now. So if they won or tied against the Ravens, they would be in the playoffs. That has to be true, right, Ken? Hi, Aunt Jane. Did Uncle Bill get the tree stand reset? For anybody who followed, when I was down in Virginia hunting, I posted pictures out of the blind I was in, which was the view is phenomenal. It blew over. The wind blew it over. I actually, while sitting in it, thought, This thing might fall over. And it's windy down there. I suppose always, but it seemed super windy a couple days. It was making a lot of weird noises. At no point did I really feel like it was going to roll over, but I also could envision it flipping over, and he sent me a picture. It was flipped over. It was laying on its side, and the guy built a base on the ground. It wasn't high off the ground. It was on a steep hill, so the front of it was probably 4 feet in the air, and the back of it was 1.5 feet in the air, maybe. Something like that. But the guy built a base, and they had 1-inch rebar. They had holes drilled. Well, yeah, I can. I don't think they should be allowed to be in the playoffs because they lost to the Browns last week. In a game that really almost seemed like they tried to lose. That touchdown that the Browns scored, I don't know what Duggar was doing, where he just ran past the receiver. I don't understand that. That ball was a wounded duck just flailing through the air, and Duggar made a break on it like he was going to make an interception, and then he overran the ball by 2 yards. That looked weird. That looked like a bad fix of sorts. I'm not necessarily suggesting that the NFL would rig things, but Hello, Lisa Tift. Lisa, I remembered to buy my Reese last night. I almost forgot. I was actually waiting until yesterday because I think my credit card closes. I think my credit card closes at the end of the month, so I was trying to get it to go to next month. So I waited until the last minute, hoping that it would close on the 30th, and then this won't come till next month's bill. So I don't know if it did or didn't, but that's neither here nor there. I did buy my wreaths, so I'm already set up. I already have reached our goal. They want more of an audience for. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Ned. I feel like that. I could go. I have tickets. The problem is if we win and we make the playoffs. If we, what do you mean you don't agree with it? I don't know. That was a 1,000% pass interference. Also, if it wasn't pass interference, the dude got knocked back 5 yards and they didn't call it dead. That the Lions should not have won that game. Nope. Listen. Although whatever, I don't like refs determining the winner, but the Lions should have won that game just because Mike Tomlin's a dumbass and he plays prevent defense when he shouldn't. When you stop a team all day long and then you have a 2-score lead and then you play prevent defense and you let them get 2 scores because you don't want to give up a big play, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. That's so stupid. I hate when they do that. I hate it. What's his name? Who's the dude that left? The coach that left and went to the Vikings. They need to bring him back. Let him be the defensive coordinator, and let him be the defensive coordinator. Tell Mike to keep his hands off. I can't think of his name. But they won't bring him back because he could. Well, they could bring him back. They could fire Tomlin and bring him back. That would be awesome. He just. What the thing is he's always preaching. What's his saying that he always says? I can't even think of it now because I'm aggravated. Now you got me aggravated, Nicole. What does he always say? I can't think of it. He's got to go down as one of the best coaches ever in the NFL. But he can't do it in big games. He's not proven to do it in big games. He won a Super Bowl. I give him credit for that. But he won a Super Bowl with Bill Cowher's team. He hasn't won a playoff game in 6. The last 6 playoff games he was in, he's 0-6. And it wasn't the last 6 years. It was like the last 9 or 10 years. It's sad. Also, he doesn't have a franchise quarterback. So, there's something to be said for that. I don't know that Cowher would have been the coach he was without Ben Roethlisberger. I mean, he took Neil O'Donnell to a Super Bowl, and then Neil O'Donnell tried all he could to lose it, and did. That surprise onside kick in the Super Bowl is one of the greatest plays I've ever seen, and we got the ball, and now you're not allowed to do surprise onside kicks, which is stupid. That's stupid, NFL. It's stupid. Change that rule. Go back to the old kicking rule. The only thing is with the new kicking rule, how you can't do a surprise onside kick. Yeah, you can't. You couldn't even if you wanted to, because you got to go back to the old thing. I know, Ken. I mean, there was a lot of injuries last week. Oh, Tom always says the standard is the standard, but you're substandard. You're substandard. And you can blame X, Y, or Z. I don't care. But at the end of the day, the guy at the top is responsible. He hired the coordinators. He doesn't let them coach. He won't let the offensive coordinator coach because he's afraid to be outshined. Same thing with the defensive coordinator. Hello, Chris. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, it's disgusting, Ken. All right, Ken, I'm going to assume by your non-response that you are not coming along to Delaware tomorrow. Should I go? I might go. I gotta get offline. I gotta search Delaware liquor stores and then find out where they are. Find a bunch of them in a group. I gotta look for the Delaware Liquor Emporium because that seems like a big store that Susan gave us. Oh, I gotta try this too. Somebody just shared. Did I screenshot? Was it Chris Farrer? Was it him? Somebody posted a picture the other day of the bacon, Bubba's pancake bacon whiskey and the banana moonshine and banana cream moonshine. Ken's working. Okay, Ken, here's the problem. Pat Freiermuth. Pat Freiermuth is way underused. I don't understand. I love Pat Freiermuth. Pat Freiermuth. I think he needs to be traded to another team. I would never in a gazillion years say that. I love Pat Freiermuth. But if they're not going to fucking let him play, let him go somewhere and be a fucking stud. Because he is he had 3 catches last week in the last drive of the first half and the last drive of the game. He had 3 catches. Those are the only 3 catches he had the whole game. Use the guy. Ride him hard. He's a great receiver. He's like Hines Ward. He just makes catches when he has to. Why do you not use him more? Throw over the middle of the field. Mike Tomlin's strategy of let's just not turn the ball over and play great defense would work if you fucking played great defense. But you're not playing great defense because you keep going 3 and out because you're afraid to throw across the middle of the field. And then your defense gets tired. So you play great defense for a while and then they get burned out. And by the end of the game, the other team runs up and down the field. It's fucking stupid play calling. Don't be an asshole. Sorry, Brody. God. I feel like Jensen when Meemaw hit his gloves on him. All right, Ken's out. We had a optional. Tomorrow was optional day. He said, "Do you want to work Friday?" Kenneth Gainwell should be a wide receiver. That's the first thing. Kenneth Gainwell could 1,000% could be a wide receiver. He's got the best hands on the team. Ken, that's like saying, whatever. I don't care. But then those guys should be out in all the time. If either one of them is dangerous, the other one won't get covered as hard, and then the other guy would have a better chance of being open. When you have great receivers, put them all out at the same time, so they can't get doubled. So like last week, he's throwing these passes to freaking whatever that guy's name is. The guy that has 3 last names, Marcus Scandling, whatever his name is, and he's not DK Metcalf. What are you doing? God. Anyway. Pat Freiermuth has great hands. I'm not saying he's not a good blocker. He has great hands. But now Washington's out. Washington broke his arm. He's out for the season. So you gotta. Oh shit. We gotta put away the Christmas shaker also. Pat Freiermuth is a better tight end. I think Pat Freiermuth is the best catching tight end we have. That's my opinion. I missed all the other times. Sorry, Ken. If Ken said he worked, I only saw that one. That's the first time I saw Ken say he worked. My bad. Maybe I didn't see. Maybe the other comments didn't come through on mine and Kelly. They may not have. Also, there is that. All right. What am I doing? Zoo Station. You know what I should do tomorrow? Oh no, meanwhile work, so I can't. I was gonna say I should sit on my ass and work on my spreadsheet. Let's just take a count, see how far behind Papa is. Yeah, they're stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a half, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. We'll say this is, there's a couple there. So we are, I'm going to say we're 34. So we're at least 340 drinks behind on the spreadsheet. So tomorrow night when our guests come here, we may or may not be doing drink number 5,000. I don't have any idea where we are. I don't even know if they have 4 wide receivers on their roster, to be quite honest with you. I seriously don't. Although, what's his name? Skaranik? How do you pronounce his name? The special teams guy? He's awesome. I think he's a wide receiver. But he's a phenomenal. He actually made the Pro Bowl for special teamer. He's awesome. That guy's awesome. I can't pronounce his last name, but I don't know if he's a great wide receiver, but he's a great special teamer. He'll be on the Steelers forever for special teams. I did, Ken, I swear, it's the first time I saw it there that you were working there. I apologize for that. All right. This is called... No, there's zero... Kelly, unless I quit drinking, unless I take like 3 months off of drinking, which would not necessarily be a bad thing. I'm just curious at this point. If I did a serious month of no drinking and no sugar, 0 sugar at all for the whole month. I mean, I don't eat a lot of sugar, but the problem is when I start drinking, well, first of all, it's Christmas and there's cookies upstairs. Jared was here today and Jared ate a bunch of cookies, which is very helpful. I sent 2 complete batches of cookies. 3. I sent all the mint chocolate chip cookies, all the peanut butter chocolate chip cookies, almost all of the chocolate cherry cookies, and almost all the oatmeal cookies home with Matt, whenever it was ago. Dropped my iPhone and full of soda off. What? Dropped my iPhone and full soda off my mower today. Soda survived. Phone was chopped into pieces. Whoa. Why are you mowing grass on New Year's Eve? Does grass grow down there right now? Thielen is washed up. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he should have been released along with what's his name? Darius Slay. They need to bring in young guys and develop them. They keep signing these... they've signed these old veterans. It's like they're trying to go from the Patriots playbook when Belichick was there, except for they're not signing veterans that have a couple of years left. They're signing veterans that don't have any time left. Grass and mulch leaves. Oh, okay. I thought you were out of the landscaping business. Or whatever. Do you still have all your mower stuff? You have a whole trailer full of mower stuff. Do you still have all that stuff? I thought you got rid of that stuff. Alright, this is called Zoo Station. Sorry about your phone. Wait, how are you watching if you don't have a phone? Or did you get a new phone? I might have to get... Meemaw's old iPhone is the one we use when guests come. There may be guests here tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Anyway, the battery's shot. So every time I'd come down here and try to use it, it would be dead. So I plugged it into a cord and it just stays plugged in all the time. And I just looked today. It's at 32%. It's literally plugged in and it won't even keep a charge. So hopefully we have guests tomorrow and hopefully the phone lasts. I would just get rid of it, but it won't. You still can't go sideways with it unless you have an iPhone. You can't go live sideways, which is so stupid. Why do they do that? It's so dumb. It doesn't make any sense at all. I don't know why they do this. It's just stupid. It's probably a argumentative thing. That doesn't make any sense though either. I also got to find more drinks because... Yeah, I know, Monster. Listen, right here's a Samsung 8, which I would still be rocking if I could, but I can't use it with my watch. It won't link to my watch because it's too old, and there hasn't. I remember when I got what is this doing? When I got the watch, I tried to link it to the phone. It wouldn't link to the phone. It said I needed a software update, so I tried to do an update, and the last update available for my phone was 2021. So I had to buy a new phone. That was a year ago. That was January 2024. Oh, this is called Zoo Station. I feel like we did this drink already. Which also, there you go. There's 340 drinks probably there to have to get entered in a spreadsheet, and there's probably 60 of them that we already did. Maybe not that many, but there's probably some for sure. Zoo Station is Amaretto, Kahlua, Irish cream, banana liqueur, and cream. Cheers. Ooh, that's pretty good. It tastes like it almost tastes like a banana split, to be quite honest with you. Oh my God, Kelly. I guess we could. We'd have to do retro drinks every day for 3 months. Well, I guess we could do that. Listen, we could do retro drinks every day. We could do retro drinks today forever and nobody would know. No, nobody would. No, we don't do drink of the day and then somebody's like, "Well, you did that drink in 2022." I mean, the first probably. I wonder how far back. Well, listen. First of all, the shit's only up for 30 days. You got 30 days and that's it. Your lives are gone. So anything that's been alive for more than 30 days, if you click on it, it says this content no longer available. It's gone, which is really sad, to be quite honest with you. It is on the YouTube channel. So if you're looking for... The YouTube channel is nothing but drink of the day videos. Live videos. That's all it is. There's probably 200 on there by now. I don't really know how many's on there. So don't take that up. That's not... I don't know if that's whatever, but... Team Spoonman YouTube page. It's there. And it's the cloud. It's the Spoonman Saloon, it's the Team Spoonman Drink of the Day cloud. That's all it is. Every time a drink video comes up that it says your video is going to be erased, I download it, I load it to the YouTube page. If we started doing retro drinks, you think Debbie would come back? She's still here. She comments and likes the posts, the positive vibe stuff a lot of times. So she's still around. She's not on the lives hounding us like she used to always, which is good and bad. Hello, Sheila. Last night I made the year-end post pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. I don't know how we're gonna outdo it this year. I honestly do not know how. Especially without Gwen. Without Gwen, bringing us down there to the Slatington Market for shows, because she's not there. She moved to New York. She's still gonna be doing some shows. She said she was doing Pickle Fest and Plant Fest, I think, maybe. Pickle Fest was actually to date. Pickle Fest was actually the best gig we've ever had. I think we brought in $2,400 that day. Not profit, but total money brought in. It was sick. It was sick that day. It was so busy all day. We could use 3 people here that day, for real. That day was wild. That doesn't mean it would be that again. I don't know. But we got to find some other gigs. Ken should come to Canada. That's what we need to do, Ken. Ken, you need to come to Canada with me, and we'll do Live from the Lake. Me and Ken, Live from the Lake and Drink of the Day. That would be cool. We should do a Team Spoonman Canada trip. We have to get Joey to come. Joey's got a boat. We could do that. We could get Ken, Joey. We'd have to. Izzy? I don't know if we get Izzy to go. I guess we could probably get Izzy to go if we go for like a 4-day weekend, 4 or 5 day weekend. We do something late you got to go late in the year. You want to do September. The mosquitoes are real. Like if you go late September, mosquitoes are gone. You don't have to deal with them. Summertime they suck. We go to Jimmy though. We could do Joey, Ken, me, Izzy. I mean, 4 would be good. We could do 6. We could do 4. We could do 5 or 6. The problem is we should all be on the same boat. It would be way more fun if we were on the same boat. Oh, you don't have a passport? I thought you had a passport. Matt Stottlemyre would go. I think he would go. Or he's just like me. Every time I say we're going, he's like, thanks for the invite. I think JC Poo's going with me to Canada this year. Hopefully his parents get him a passport, and then he's going to come. He's going to come with Papa in July on the family trip. Although I think he thought it was just going to be me and him. Because Mima said there was other people going. He seemed disappointed. I don't know why, but we'll see. If he gets his passport, he's going. There's a couple here. Oh, I gotta try this other drink. I don't know what to call this thing though. I think it was all right, where's the hold on, let me dig this out. I think it was it Chris Farr? I don't remember who it was. Somebody made a post. Oh, there's a cork. Hello, Lee. Somebody made a post this. Bubba's Pancakes and Bacon Whiskey, which we tried this. To me it tastes like, let me taste it again because I feel like it tasted like it was burnt pancakes. Yeah, it tastes like burnt pancakes to me. But he put it with the banana cream. Well, I don't know if it's cream or not. It's the banana moonshine. Was it Old Smoky? Like the label it's not a clear label, so you can't see the liquid. It looks like the mint chocolate chip. FBI clearance and fingerprinted. Why do you have FBI clearance? That is weird. But anyway, I don't have but I have this. I thought about this. I got this banana cream. Oh yeah, pork and sauerkraut, baby. I ate sauerkraut yesterday. So I did a 3-day water fast. It wasn't quite 3 days. I'm just going to empty this because I want to get rid of it. Oh my God, that's a lot. This is gone. No more. This one's out. I got it. So now we're down to one kind of alcohol. I'm going to take one of the other rum bottles and put it up there in that spot. We're going to fill that spot. We're going to get rid of that. That's banana cream rum. I guess I should write this down. I don't know what to call it, though. We're going to do this. Pancakes and bacon whiskey. If it's good, I don't know what we're going to do. Banana cream rum. I don't know what this drink is called. I don't know. But anyway, it was he did the bubbles, he did this. Oh. Pancakes and banana whiskey. And then he did it with the holy shit, that's a lot. And then he did it with the banana moonshine. I think it's cream, I'm not sure, but the bottle looks like it's cream. And he said half and half, and he said it's fantastic. I don't have that moonshine. I don't think. What's behind here? Oh no, that's like Gunslingers. So we're gonna try this. I don't know what we call it. Maybe something will hit me if I drink it. I'm going to actually taste it. I'll bail the rest of it, but I want to taste it and see what it tastes like. Pancakes and bacon whiskey, banana cream rum. He used banana moonshine. I don't know if it's cream or not, but it's in a plastic covered moonshine bottle, so you can't see what color the liquor is. That's like the mint chocolate chip Old Smokies. It's the same thing, like this. So you can't tell what it looks like because it's a plastic coated bottle. Well, the bottom's clear. It is green. So my guess is the banana's the same, for no reason at all. I have no reason to understand why that is. But I'm gonna taste this. It's not that good. In his defense, I did not use moonshine. I used rum. Pancakes and bacon whiskey, banana cream rum. That's a lot of alcohol. Whew. All right. Banana and bacon pancakes. That sounds like an Elvis thing. Let's call this Graceland. How about that? I think that's a good name. I'm going to call it that. Graceland. That's what I called it. It's called Disgraceland. Ken, do you need to have hazmat there, or you just had it from before? Hello, Keith Hines. Happy New Year. Happy New Year to the Hineses. I got a Christmas card from Keith's brother, which was cool. Completely unexpected. We don't do Christmas cards. We should. Meemaw said we should do Christmas cards. I'm like, where do you start and end? That's the thing. We could send out Christmas cards to 10,000 people. Oh, I got an invite today. Perhaps. Hello, Vicky. I got an invite today for Valor Clinic. What's it called? The Valor Group, whatever it's called. I don't know what the technical name is. But Valor, Mark Bayless is Valor. He started and created. Oh yeah, wow. I had no idea what you hauled up there. Anyway, Mark Bayless has started, created, built, and operates the Valor Found. I don't know what it's called. I got so much shit from them. Correspondence. I don't think I have any sitting out around here. It's all filed. But anyway, they're having some kind of appreciation dinner on January 12th, and I got an invite to it. What date is January 12th? I feel like I should go. It's a Monday. That's weird. I don't know. Maybe I'll go. It's right up there at their place, so it's not far. Like, it's Trexler at the Boy Scout camp. I feel like I should go. I mean, we've donated a lot of stuff to him. I don't know. I don't know what it is. It just said it's an appreciation thing, and I really appreciate what they do. And there's a lot of things that they say to me, like it is what it is. I don't know how I've managed to find time for these things. I said, but there's some things that we should I should just go to because of what we do, and I think it just would be, I don't know, whatever. I can't even really think of what I'm trying to say right now, but I'm considering it. I gotta see. I could probably do that. I mean, it's Monday at 6:30 at night. I think everything else. I think it was 6:30. I don't remember. It's a text message I got. He gave me his cell phone number a long time ago because Monster's sister actually was trying to get a hold of him. She works for KeyBank, and they do a lot of stuff for veterans there. And so she's in whatever department she's in. They have they do things for, like, they do a lot of stuff for veterans, and so whatever department she's in, she deals with that. So, like, she's the one that got the Cedar Hill Memorial Cemetery added to the KeyBank list, where they contribute towards that, toward matching grease and that sort of thing. And they do other stuff, but she's trying to get more things involved. And she called me and said, "Who can I talk to?" So I messaged him on Facebook, and I said, "Hey, listen, somebody messaged me, whatever, about this. You know, what's a contact?" So he sent me his cell phone. Now listen, this guy could have 10 cell phones. I don't know. But anyway, I gave her his number so that she could contact him, and then I put it into my phone, and I didn't message, I didn't use it or anything. So then this year, before Give a Gobbler, I reached out to him and I said, "Make sure you bring the big truck tomorrow." That's all I said. And I got no response. So I'm like, well, did he even get it? Is this his number? Whatever. And then he messaged me today. So the only thing on there is my message to him before Give a Gobbler, telling him to bring the big truck. And then his message back to me today, inviting me to this thing. So I feel like I should go. There's just, I appreciate all the support that everybody gives us for what we do. So, I don't know what that, whatever. I don't know if going there would mean anything, but if somebody I feel like if somebody reaches, it makes the effort to reach out to you because they appreciate what you did for them. I feel like it's a good gesture for me to just go there and, say you're welcome, I guess. I don't know. But I don't know if anybody follows Battleborn at all, but Battleborn is a local group, relatively locally. And Chris, I don't know what his last name is. I apologize, Chris. But he actually joined our group. He made a post about something, and I just put like a Team Spoonman approved sort of comment to it. That's not like a doc statement. I put Team Spoonman approved in whatever post he made. And then he must have searched it, and so he joined Team Spoonman. Battleborn and himself. He is. But I would like to sit down with him and just have a talk with him sometime, and just see, like, pick his brain a little bit for like what he does, how he does it. You know what I mean? Like, because these guys are all way bigger than us. Like, I see Battleborn makes posts that, XYZ company donated $18,000 to them, and I'm like, I can't, I don't even want to deal with that. I couldn't even imagine. But I think I'm not. Listen, I don't know anything about any of these organizations specifically to say how they work, what their, I don't know how, like what their, I want to say profit margin, but it's a business. That's not like what their percentage of money that actually goes to the cause is. He seems like an awesome guy, and I really, I think a lot of these guys are retired military people, right? So if you put in a 20 or 30 year or retirement kind of thing, you could, like, my thing would be, and I've said this, when I retire from work, this could be my thing, because I think, this is my opinion, I think if you retire without a mission, it's just a matter of time before you end up dead. I think you have to have I think you have to have a mission. I think you have to have something to occupy and take your time. I don't know if that's true or not. I heard too many stories about people that retired and just, like, to retire and ride off into the sunset, and within months or years their health deteriorates and they die because they have no purpose. I think you need to have a purpose. But I said to Meemaw, the thing is that I posted that amount of what we raised and donated this year, and there might be a third of it that I put in there. And I just said, if I don't have my regular job and I don't have the side work that I do, and I don't have all the extra things that I do, I'm like, I couldn't do that. So that's my thing. But I can't retire. I got at least six more years till I retire. I thought about retiring when I was 55, and then I was like, 60 is probably more realistic. But now I'm like, you can't get Medicare till you're 62. So, and that's what's going to kill most people. And then Meemaw's like, what the hell do you care? You never go to the doctor anyway. I'm like, I understand that. But when you get to that age, that's when you sometimes got to go to the doctor. And I don't need medical insurance for regular everyday stuff, because she's right, I don't go to the doctor. But you need it for catastrophic things. So that's the problem. If you told me that I could have Medicare right now, I might retire today, because I'm about tired of this fucking bullshit. Anyway, YOLO. I don't know what I would do if I... That's 3. $8:30. I was what time was today? Today I woke up and every once in a while I wake up in the morning and I'm like, fucking hot. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I just feel hot. It's weird. And but I got up this morning and I cold plunged at there you go, Ken. I woke up this morning. Meemaw said I could go on her thing, but she's got shitty insurance too. I don't think our insurance is good anymore either. We don't have we had Blue Shield or Blue Cross or one of them. It used to be the same. Now it's not the same. It's split. But like I said, I go to the chiropractor occasionally and the dentist. And we still have the same dental insurance. That's the only thing I do regularly. I go to the dentist. And they fight with me all the time too, because they want me to get x-rays it seems like every time I'm there. Hey, you're due for x-rays. I'm like, no, I'm not getting fucking x-rays. I'm not paying you to x-ray me. I don't need more radiation on my fucking head. I got enough problems in there. So, yeah. And I don't even know about, like, even just regular blood work. I might reach out to Ways to Well. Ways to Well in Texas is a non-insurance company run business. So I don't know how that would work. I don't know how much it costs. But they'll do a test for you. So they're a compounding pharmacy. So they could build whatever you need. Like, literally, specifically for you. Like, if I said, you know what, I need to lose some weight. Let me get on a, whatever, GLP-1, whatever drug it is for weight loss. Which I wouldn't, okay, I won't say I'll never do it. But I'll never do it. Because I I don't want to talk bad about anyone that does it. I don't care. It's fine. But for me, it's cheating. It's just I don't want to do that. If I want to lose weight, I'm gonna fucking start working out, start walking, quit drinking. That would work for me. I know it would. But anyway, listen. Some people that are morbidly obese, but the thing is they could compound it. So Brigham, the guy from Ways to Well, said he's like, the problem is if you get that prescription, you're essentially overprescribed. There's just one dose. He's like, he sat down with every person and said, well, if you get this and you can do this and you can add this peptide to, it's just a peptide. He goes, yeah, this peptide to it so you won't lose the muscle. Hello, Jen. He goes, that would all be okay. And like I said, I'm not judging anybody else. This is me. I'm the same person who goes out there and says, if I can't pull my bow because of my shoulder, then I'm not going to archery hunt. I'm not going to get a crossbow. If I had a crossbow, I could have shot 5 deer in archery season this year, and all my tags would have been filled before rifle season, and I wouldn't have to get cold. But I don't want to do that. That's just my choice. That's my personal beliefs. It's no one else's. And I do not judge anyone else. I don't care what anyone else does. It's funny because I just went to look at a garage for a guy, and he said, don't judge me. And he was talking about his garage or whatever. He installed the door by himself. And I'm like, if you knew me 1 ounce of anything, you know I would never judge anybody. I'm like, I live my life in fucking gym shorts, and I don't give a shit what anybody says. Prickly pear supplement and berberine. I don't know what that means. Is that like you mean like for GLP-1 substitute or something? There's lemon too. Lemon has the same effect, except for you'd have to drink like 100 gallons of lemon. No, it's not that much. It's like you'd have to drink like a liter of lemon juice a day or something like that. Or eat lemons, the peels and all, or something. I don't know. Hello, Nikki. What was I just talking about? I don't know. What was I talking about? How did I even get on that topic? Oh, Ways to Well. Yes, so you could get a blood test done from so you call Ways to Well and they would have a blood test. So they would send you a prescription. You would go to any local place. They would take your blood, send it to Ways to Well. Then Ways to Well would analyze your blood and say a vitamin test of your blood. They would test your blood for vitamins, and they would say you're deficient in this, and they could actually make you a vitamin specific to you for exactly what you needed. And then you would take that vitamin supplement, and 2 or 3 months or whatever later, you do another blood test again. They'd reanalyze it and see where your levels were, and they could send you a specific medicine. They're a compounding pharmacy, so they can do exactly what you need. Kelly, I can't handle any more rabbit holes. Here's the problem. I find things, and I'm like, oh, this is good, I need this. And then you Google that supplement or even just hydration stuff. Like, what the fuck's the word I'm looking for? Alexa, next. Electrolytes. I couldn't think of the word. You find an electrolyte. I gotta put this back in the thing. Hold on, it's milk. You find electrolytes, and then you start like looking, and I'm like, all right. And so I buy like 5 different electrolytes, and then I was taking them, see which ones work better, and then you get like a thing like Element. I loved Element. Element was like great for me. I loved it. It tasted good. It seemed like it was exactly. And then you see a report that Element uses, what's that sugar substitute that's supposed to be 10 times more, like it makes an insulin spike more than sugar, maltodextrose or something or whatever, one of them, that they're in a lawsuit because that's what they use for their Alexa, next, that they use this for their flavor or whatever. So they're in some lawsuit. Then Salt of the Earth, I got that one. That's a good one. They're very good. I don't know how they rate or whatever. Drip Drops was not good. This one was good. What is this one? Water Boy. Waterboy tested good. That's Waterboy. Waterboy tested good. They don't taste good, which makes me think that they're even better. I think if you put one of these packets in a water and you drink it, you're like, wow, that's really good. That can't be good. It can't be good for you if it tastes good. You gotta, I don't know, like these coffees. They got all these, they're coffees, but like mushroom coffee. They call it. They call it mushroom coffee. My guess is it doesn't taste like coffee. Also, I don't like coffee, so I don't know that would work for me. But I'm thinking about like I think Rise is one of them, but they're supposed to be super good for like whatever worms. What's the fucking word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? For parasites, for like a parasite cleanse. All these coffees, these mushrooms are supposed to be good for parasites, and there's something else. I can't think of the other word that I'm trying to find. But I hate coffee. But I'm like, could I choke it down if it's healthy for me? But that's the thing. As soon as you find the stuff like salt, like all these mineral salts, and you find all these salts, and then you like buy this salt, and then you're like, oh well, now we found this salt that's heavy metal in it. So now Himalayan pink salt, so we got to get rid of that. Then you go to Celtic salt. Okay, then you get Celtic salt. Well, then all these Celtic salt companies got heavy metals in them. And people, they just copy. China just copies the label. They produce the exact same thing. So you go online, you look for it, and you find it. And you're like, oh, there it is. You order it. It comes to your house. It looks exactly like what it is, but it's not right. It's not the same thing that you ordered. And it's like, well, how do you even know what's right? And then you Google it. They don't have what was the like Consumer Reports, or is that what it was, where they would test all these things. Hello, Mark Hatzitz. They would test all these things, and then you could just go there. Now you see a thing on Facebook, and they're like, oh, we tested the top 5 supplements. So you look at it. So the supplement, so the Facebook page was developed by the company who's trying to sell their supplement. So they're number 1, and then they have the next 4 beneath it are just competitors. And some of them are like, oh, this one has 9.3 and this one is 9.7. But it's like, well, is it really 9.3? Or are you just saying that because you're trying to sell your shit? So you can't find real information. Yeah, Rise, that is one. Yeah, Ken. I don't like coffee. I would drink, if I like coffee, that's what I would drink. I would drink the mushroom coffee, 1,000%. 1,000% I would. Because it can't hurt you. Mushrooms do a lot of good things for a lot of people. You know what the funny thing about mushrooms is? They're not really even plants. Mushrooms are some sort of organisms. First of all, mushrooms just pop up. Like when it's wet, mushrooms just pop up. Like I could mow my grass, and the next day I could walk out back, and there'll be fucking mushrooms everywhere. Big ass fucking mushrooms. I'm like, those motherfuckers grew from overnight that big. The thing about mushrooms is they actually take in oxygen and give off carbon dioxide. They're not plants. Plants take in carbon dioxide and give off oxygen. Mushrooms don't. Mushrooms use oxygen. So that's crazy to think about. Just seriously think about that. That's nuts. I wonder if I can go to Delaware and buy chartreuse liquor. Because somewhere, right here, Lick a Dick right here is a drink that calls for green chartreuse. That's the name of a liquor. The coffee drinkers don't like it, so you might, well, I feel like I should try it. I don't know if I could. I could probably bail it. I could probably bail it down. Kelly, I know. That's the thing. There's all kinds of alleged things for parasites. But you see these ads on Facebook, but they're always connected to a link to buy whatever product it is. Well, obviously the people selling the product are making that advertisement. So is it even legit? That's what you don't know. And then you talk to you try to talk to somebody, and there's no information out there. That's what I don't know what the answer is. Because everybody's like, oh, this is... Like, there's still people that think that meat's bad for you and eggs are bad for you. So if I have a conversation about health with someone and they tell me that meat's bad for me, I'm done talking to you. I'm done talking to you. You will never convince me that meat's bad for you. I'm done with that. I'm done with your nonsense. Vegans, you all can fuck off. I have no problem with you at all. Don't try and sell me on your nonsensical bullshit. That's like if you tell me that a girl could have a penis. Shut the fuck up. I'm not dealing with that shit. I'm not. I'm too old. I'm not dealing with that shit. I'm not one of these newfangled lunatics that thinks that women and men should compete in the same sport. If you believe that a biological man should be able to compete in women's sports, then let's just say there's no men's and women's sports. Let's put them all together. Just everybody go in the same thing and do your thing. There won't be a fucking woman on the podium for the rest of the time. Period. In physical sports, they could be like, there's got to be something I think of it. I bet you, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe long distance running. All right, Kelly, I don't have time for that. So you do it. Tell me what I should take. The problem is, for every study that finds that this is good, I could find one that says it's bad. So that's the thing that's fucked up. I don't know. Eggs are great for you. Eggs are fucking fantastic for you. So anybody tells you to stop eating eggs, tell them to fuck off too. I eat 4 eggs a day if I cook. Today I did not cook because it was pork and sauerkraut day. So I ate pork and sauerkraut and mashed potatoes, which is my literally one day a year. Sauerkraut's great. I eat raw sauerkraut. I have a whole jar up and thing, plus another bag. So I'll eat sauerkraut. Sauerkraut's good for your gut biome, and it's the best thing to eat. Sauerkraut or kombucha? No, wait. What's that drink? Not kombucha. What's it called? I don't know. Something like that. I just eat sauerkraut. So I I ate Sunday, and then not again till Wednesday. So I didn't eat Monday or Tuesday. I went the whole day. So and then like Sunday I did a drink of the day. So I was probably live at 8:30, whatever. And then I ate at 4 or 5 o'clock on Wednesday. So I didn't go 72 hours. I probably went 68 hours, something like that. 68 hours on water and salt. And then I broke my fast with sauerkraut. I ate raw sauerkraut. And then I didn't eat again for like an hour. And then I ate my shit. I ate venison, grass-fed beef, eggs, salt. There you go, Ken. Eggs are great for you. Kombucha. No, it's not tea, though. That's not the word I'm looking for. Maybe it is. I don't fucking know. I can't remember. Listen, there's only so much bandwidth inside here. Yeah, but that's the thing, Ken. People, you got to do like if you do a fast for a bunch of days, and that's the thing. You have no idea. Like Jelly Roll. Let's take Jelly Roll for example. So he's doing his thing. He's lost 300 pounds. So you can judge him all you want. He's lost 300 pounds. That's awesome. And he is not on a GLP-1. He is not. He did it by walking. Listen, the first day he couldn't walk half a mile. He called Gary Brecka, said to Gary Brecka, do you work with fat people? Gary Brecka messaged him back, and he's like, what can I do? He said, do 10,000 steps a day. And he said, do a cold plunge every day. So he said from day one, he started doing cold plunge every day. He couldn't even walk a half a mile the first day. That was 2 years ago. He just ran a 10K with Cam Hanes. For anybody who doesn't know, Cam Hanes is an archery hunter. That's what he does. He archery hunts. He's literally a world-renowned archery hunter. And he's a long-distance marathoner, I guess. Extreme marathon. I don't know what you call him. He runs like 200-mile marathons. He's got 2 boys, Truett and what's his other kid? They run in fucking blue jeans. I don't know why. They're nuts, though, but they do. And he said, and Jelly Roll said he ran a 5K, I think, with Cam. His first 5K he ever ran with Cam. And he said Cam's kids passed them twice during the course of the race. And he said they run with blue jeans on just because they're, for no reason, they're lunatics. Sauerkraut juice is great for you. That's what I said. I bought. It's really hard to find. You got to find fermented sauerkraut. Like real sauerkraut is fermented. I should make my own. That's what I should do. And I heard I can't remember who told me that they had a easy recipe. Not necessarily that I'm looking for easy. But the problem is I'm trying to juggle 10,000 things at the same time. And while I don't, I appreciate every time somebody tells me, hey, it's awesome what you do. Thanks for what you do every day, whatever. I appreciate that. But I'm nothing without all the other people. And even if I donate 1/3 of all the money that we give away every year, that still means 2/3 comes from everybody else out there. So, okay, whatever. It just is what it is. That's how it goes. But, there's only so much bandwidth I got. And I wish that I had more. I guess I wish I was more organized. I wish I was more like Elon. I don't know how that motherfucker does it. Just to manage his everyday life, I can't even fathom. I can't fathom how you can run all the companies he runs and then still have time to talk to people about it. I don't even know how you get any sleep. And he said he sleeps like 6-7 hours a day, which is almost absurd to think about. Plus he has like 17,000 kids. I don't know. He's an inspiration to me. Oh, just the juice. Oh, okay. It's probably good, Kelly. It's probably the same thing. Silver Floss, I read a thing and they said if you can buy sauerkraut in a bag that's refrigerated in a refrigerator section, it's probably raw. It's probably not. It's got to be fermented, and then not heat pasteurized. Now I don't know if the shit's heat pasteurized. I don't fucking know. It's so hard. But there is great stuff for your gut biome in there. Kombucha is not the word I'm looking for. I can't think of it. Now I need to find out. Let's go to the old Google machine and see what we can find out. Probiotics. Let's see what it says. No, these are all fucking pills. This is big pharma fucking bullshit. Cocksucker. Let's try natural. No, that's national. Natural. There you go. Beans. Kimchi. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you. 50 advisors and organizers just for his day-to-day functions. I don't know. You know what, Ken? I really don't think he does. I don't know if we're talking about Jelly Roll or someone different. But he literally called Gary Brecka. Like I said, he called Gary Brecka and said, "You work with fat people." And then he got hooked up with Brigham Butler from Ways to Well. And so there's a girl that, I don't know what her name is. He said her name on a Rogan podcast, and he said that's who he was working with. And they're very analytical, but it is expensive, just like stem cells. I don't know what it costs, but what's his name from? God damn it, he's that British actor. He was in 300. 300? What's his? Wormwood. Yeah, that's a good one. See, that's the thing though, Kelly. Where do you find? If you Google wormwood right now, 17,000 wormwood supplements will come up, and you don't know which ones are legit. That's the problem. It sucks. Russell Crowe went there. He got stem cells, and he said on Rogan, he goes, "It's expensive." He didn't say how much it costs, but he said if Russell Crowe says it's expensive, that means I probably can't afford it. That's all I'm saying. Because I would go get stem cells right now. I'd fucking fly to Texas and have him fucking jack me up with stem cells, and then I'd come back home and fucking let it do its thing. Because I got all kinds of fucking broken shit inside of me. That's the biggest reason I did the first. Fuck, what was that? 2 years ago? Yeah, it was 2 years ago now. I did a 7-day water fast the week before the Super Bowl, which, by the way, kimchi is not hard to make. No shit. The week before the Super Bowl 2 years ago, I did a 7-day water fast for two reasons. One, because they said that anyone that does a 7-day water fast one time in their life decreases their risk of getting cancer by 75%. A study from Boston Medical Center or something. And two, they said after like 3 or 4 days of doing a water fast, your body starts creating stem cells like you're a toddler. And so I thought, well, this will help with my ankle, my back, and everything else that's fucked up inside of me. So I need to do more. I need to do more long-term fasts. That's my plan. I guess if I have a New Year's resolution, that's it. I'm going to do more long-term fast this year than I did in the past. I'm going to try to do every week a 48-hour fast, which I had done that last year up until Spoonapalooza, and then as soon as Spoonapalooza hit, I only probably did 3 of them until the end of the year. But I just did a 3-day last week, so that's on my plan. That's on my list of things to do. What was I just going to look for? Kelly said something, made me think of something to look for. Oh, here we go. That's what I was going to look for. This right here. Might be in here. Look at all this. This is all of this right here. This is all ducks and block pool sheets from the last couple of years. They're all there. I keep everything. Because one day the IRS is going to come after me. Here's the drink of the day brackets. So that's the finished book. We got to get out of that. We don't need that one. This is a picture. Here's a fucking picture that. Whoa, shit. Here's a picture that Swiper made. Look at that. That's Papaw behind the bar. Swiper drew that with a pencil. It's pretty awesome. Here we go. I was just going to message Izzy, actually, today. What is this? That's an empty Ziploc bag. It seems like it has no place here. All right, let's see what's in this one. Here's a freaking... Jesus Christ. Here's a... What the fuck? Kelly, there's a thing from Brews, Blues, and Stews. Oh, that was down at... They're from an event me and Kelly did. Kelly and I guess. Hi, Jenny. Valor. Oh, Jesus Christ. These all got to go in the file. There's a rumor that Jenny Town might be here tomorrow. All right. Here we go. Super Bowl block pools. That's going to happen. I got to see how many we got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, Izzy, we're good. We don't need any of them. Here is Ducks. We got 1,100. We got 11 to 13. Look at, we got Izzy's on top. Izzy, look at Izzy. This is all shit, Izzy. There's freaking March Madness sheets. I don't know how far away March Madness is, but we're coming, boys and girls. We're coming. Oh, here, look at this right here. Papoff Ramp certification. You must still salty about that. All right, Super Bowl block pools were good. We got, well, I don't know if we're good, but I don't know what year this was. Here's a March Madness sheet from whatever year that's from. Here's one of our fine sponsors, Bad Bones Barbecue. Grasshopper sheets. Yeah, Jenny. Jenny knows what's up. She doesn't even like it. Wait, Jenny, do you like grasshopper or not? I wonder if we can peel this off. I feel like I should put that on the side of my fucking boat. Bad Bones Barbecue. Bad Bones Barbecue isn't even anymore. It's over. It's over, Johnny. It's over. All right. Joey didn't respond. Carolyn didn't respond. So, what drinks did I even do? Zoo Station. I crossed it out. I didn't. Oh yeah, I did have that on the paper. That's good. I do. I just like different options. I don't even know what that comment is about, Jenny. Oh, you like grasshopper. Just like different options. Okay. Listen. YOLO. I may or may not find myself in Delaware tomorrow, liquor shopping. I'm just saying. I'm not positive, but I don't have to work tomorrow. And for some reason, I got a hair up my ass to go to Delaware, so we might do it. I might do it. I got to get off of line. Fucking stupid fucking statement. I got to get to the post office, though, because I got a package that's been in my car for 2 days. What's so sad? Kelly, are you responding to Jenny or me? Did I say something that's sad? Jenny, if it's worth anything, I did 3 drinks tonight and they all were creamy. Because I'm trying to get the creamy drinks off. I need to make a new paper though. Wait, oh, tomorrow's Friday. Hold on, let's see what we got. No, that's lick a dick. Jenny would do that. It's got abstinent. Jenny, what I like about Jenny, she doesn't give a shit. Even though her liver's failing. Maybe. Let me think. Alright, cherry mudslide. Well, that's creamy. Alright, we can't do that. Oh, they're all creamy. No, wait. Strawberry vodka, banana liqueur. That's not creamy. Cranberry. Alright, there's... So we have 2 red drinks that aren't creamy, Jenny. Cherry mudslide's creamy, but... Kahlua, Irish cream, cherry liqueur. So it's Kahlua, Irish cream, and half are the creamy parts of it. We don't have to do that. We could say that for next week. Oh, Bad Bones no more. Yeah, that is sad. Listen, it wasn't good for Joey's health. I'll find more red drinks. We'll do 2 of them for sure. If she doesn't want to do the creamy one, that's fine. We'll skip that. And there's a chance tomorrow Papa's going to find himself a Delaware liqueur in... Ooh, I should call Joey. I wonder if Joey works tomorrow. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. How can I do that? I wonder if Bad Bones is even in here. I don't want to ask Meta. Bitch. Chats. No. How do I find somebody? I hate Bad Bones Barbecue and Carolyn comes up. My liver's doing fine now. Bring on the crazy drinks. That's my girl. I just gotta go back to... I guess I gotta message Carolyn. I hate to ignore everyone, but I'm trying to get something done here. I don't know if Carolyn might work tomorrow or not. 9 o'clock seems like too late of a time to start making plans. I'm a little spontaneous. So, we're going to find out. The problem is I can't text because this phone is... I could use my old phone, but they won't recognize my number. Or not my old phone, my extra phone. Every time I text somebody from that phone, they're like, "Who is this?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's right. All my contacts are in there because they're from whatever, Google, whatever. Or, yeah, I guess Google. So all my contacts move over to the old phone. So when I go into the phone, it looks just like this phone. Except when I text people, they don't have the number. So they don't recognize it. I got to find chartreuse liqueur. I'm going to write that down too. I think that's what it's called. Green chartreuse. Okay, that's not even close. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Ken said you could find it at Schmitty's. I think he was lying because I went to Schmitty's and I didn't see it. I didn't ask. Also, there's a bit of a language barrier there at Schmitty's. Schmitty's Liquors, small general store, and what's the other thing? Sex shop. What's the word? What do we call it, Ken? Schmitty's. What do we call that place? Adult bookstore. Schmitty's Liquors. General. I don't know what you call. I don't know how you classify Schmitty's. When you walk in there, they got lottery tickets, smoke stuff, like all the new smoke, vape, all that bullshit. That's right in the front. Like you walk in the door, there's the counter. That's all that shit there. And then over here they have it's like convenience store. It's like bread. It's like the essentials you would need because there's a campground across the street. So it's to supply the campground, my guess is. The entire left side of the store is a liquor shop. But don't go there on a Sunday before 10 o'clock. I don't know what time it is. They open at 7, but you're not allowed to buy liquor till 10 on Sundays, which was a bad intel. We didn't do proper intel study on that before we went. We just were like, "Oh, Smitty's opens at 7. Let's get there at 8 or whatever time it was. Let's get there then." And the guy I thought he was going to shoot us for a second or put us in a figure 4 or camel clutch something. I thought he was going to come after us. Anyway, I was there last week. I think I did. You know what? I think I did buy something there last week. I don't remember what. I think I bought raspberry pucker. Yep, there's her sticker. Price tag. I didn't even know if raspberry pucker was a thing because you can't buy it in PA anymore. Porn store. It does. Porn in the corn. That's awesome. That's the greatest name ever, Kelly. It looks like an adult bookstore. When you pull up, there's a door. The door that you go in. It's a glass door. There's no windows in the building. It's got porn store vibes on it. That's how it. When I pulled up there the first day, I'm like, this looks like a adult bookstore. That's what it looked like to me. And I didn't have any idea. This is why I went there. Right here. This is the reason I went. 1,000%. I'll never forget this as long as I live. And right here is the sticker that's underneath this is Ken. This was from Jenny and Scott at Jenny. Was this at your birthday? I think it was at your birthday. Yeah, it was at your birthday party. I don't know how old Jenny is. Am I allowed to say? This had to be your 40th birthday party. It had to be. Because you can't be 30. You have kids. No. It had to be your 40th birthday party. I went down to Jenny into New Jersey for Jenny's birthday, and I drank what were those things called? Truly. I drank a Truly that day, and Mima was making fun of me. And I said, I'm like, listen, I went to find something to drink. I would have taken a diet, anything, because I try not to drink regular soda or a water. I would have drank a water, but every cooler was full of beer, whatever. And the first cooler I came to that wasn't beer was a Truly, so I grabbed the Truly. I'm like, oh, let me try this Truly. And Mima made fun of me. And then Scotty Boy and I we drank Trulies and we analyzed them. And it was called Misadventures of Tasting Adult Beverages from Undisclosed Locations. And I wrote this down because I can never remember it. And I stuck it right here, and it's under the blueberry liqueur bottle. The reason I bring that up is because I was here one night. I had multiple drinks that called for blueberry liqueur. Yes, I know it, Jenny. But I'm saying it was your 40th birthday party, the first time I went down to Martha and Craig's house. Liquor stores in Delaware, and most are open until midnight. No, I'm not going tonight, Ken. Tomorrow's the plan. Shoot me some fucking stores, Ken. Anyway, I was on here one night. I see Scotty Boy tuning in, and I said, I had multiple drinks that call for blueberry liqueur. I'm like, where the fuck do I find blueberry liqueur? I can't find it anywhere. And Ken pop, what's up, Brody? Brody, how old are you right now? Brody's not even. Brody, how old are you? Because Christian's, which one do you use old? Christian's oldest, right? I can't fucking remember. Happy New Year, Brody. Brody is 12? Brody, what are you doing on here? He's like my pseudo nephew. Sort of. His dad was my half brother. I say was because Joey is the oldest. I feel like I don't even know Joey. Joey? I feel like I missed something. What time is it, Ken? All right, Ken, well, we can go, but you have to drive. What time is it? Oh, we can't. That's pushing it, buddy. I don't want to get there at 11 o'clock and be rushed. That would be fun, though. Holy shit, that would be funny. I definitely can't drive down. I'll bring the breathalyzer along, and I'll keep breathing it until I can drive home. Oh, half-brother. Wait a minute. Brody, all right, so Joey is half from your mom? Yes, it's got to be half from your mom, I feel like. I do not know Joey. Brody, who's the oldest? Who is your dad's oldest kid? That's the question that I need to know right now. Because now you got me thinking all kinds of, you got me thinking weird things. You got me thinking I don't know shit. All right. How is your mom? I only met your mom a couple times, but your mom is fantastic. Listen, everybody's gonna judge whatever. I cannot, I can't, like, I can only go by my relationship or my experience with these people. I have no problem with your mom. I have no problem with your dad, personally. I feel like both of them are my friends, and both of them would go to bat for me, need be. So, I have no problem either way. Their issues aside, and hopefully they, work through that. I don't know, but yeah. Well, your brother's been to Canada with us a couple times, I think. He almost hit a deer on a bike a couple years ago. He was riding Garrett's e-bike up to the cabin. So the place we go in Canada is Jimmy, the guy is. He was riding his bike from Jimmy down, and he almost hit a deer on a bicycle, an e-bike. It's more like a moped, in my opinion, but he almost hit a deer, or a deer almost hit him. Like literally, full ass sprint across the field. It was wild. Hello, Heath's mom. Heath's mom, I try to get Heath out here. There's still honey-coated pecans here for sale. We got a couple left. If we don't sell them, they're going back to the bee guy, or I'm going to buy them and eat them, which I also don't want to do. But they are here if anybody wants some. They're good. They're not going to go bad. Anyway, tomorrow could be a long day for Papa. Who got in an accident? Christian? I can't believe Brody's 12. How old am I? That's nuts. Is he all right? Did he hit a deer on a bicycle? That's what I want to know. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, Jenny always comes shopping here. Are you bringing Anna along? Jenny just ruined the surprise. Jenny might be here tomorrow. Don't worry, Jenny, no one's watching. Except for Ken and Kelly. They probably already figured it out. It's all right. The good news is if they show up here, there's a high percentage chance that we're going to sing better together, possibly more than one time. And Mima has to work tomorrow, which sucks. But also, in traditional Spoonman Saloon fashion, there's a better than average chance that Mima will be home before we finish the live. We haven't had a marathon live in a while. Just saying. But March Madness is coming. March Madness is right around the corner, boys and girls. I got to start searching out March Madness drinks. I don't know how many 20. We got to bring back last year's Final Four, which I don't even remember what they were, and then we got to find 16 new ones. I'll let you know about Ann. All right. Went riding up there, me and Christian and Chase. Christian hit a rock patch and crashed bad. Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. I can't believe... You know what's funny? That's not even funny, but I remember... Well, I could say I remember... I would... Like, I could say, oh, I remember Brody when Brody was... I remember when Brody wasn't. Oh, Yellow Brick Road. That's right. Scotty Boy's going to put us on that one. Oh, my God. Hall & Oates. Yeah. Tomorrow's going to be a fucking rough one. I remember when Brody wasn't. That's what I remember. I remember the first time I saw Christian was like 2 or something. So, yeah, Brody was way down the line. Not even, like, Brody wasn't even a thought process yet at that point. That's crazy. Is he all right? He's all right. He's fine. Christian's fine. I don't know, Brody, I don't know if you ever met your dad, but that all makes sense. Like, it's amazing your dad's even alive at this point. Just saying. Which is good. It's good to be tough. That's all I'm saying. You can't... Kids today... I feel bad for kids today. This everybody gets a trophy, nobody loses bullshit. Listen, there's winners and losers in life. So, if you're playing some sort of... I don't know how many people are on here right now. Hold on. I still don't know now that I refreshed that. If you're playing this, if you're a kid and you're playing a sport, and I mean a little kid, because they don't keep score, which is the dumbest. I understand their concept of you don't want to destroy a kid's self-esteem. I understand that point, but here's the problem: you teach a kid that they can't lose. Kids need to fucking learn how to lose. They need to learn that not everybody wins. Yeah, Kelly. Chris is his dad. Oh, shit. Yeah, Kelly knows your dad, Brody. God damn, yeah. Yep. Yeah. Kids need to learn how to lose. They need to learn that it's okay to lose. You can hate losing, which is great. You should learn how to hate to lose, so you try harder the next time. But these This delusional world that we live in where nobody loses and everybody gets a trophy is fucking bullshit. Because then at some point in your life when you get a job and you either get fired or passed up for a promotion or something because you're not the best employee, people don't know how to react to that because they've never lost in their whole life because they're taught that all they have to do is put forth an effort and they get a trophy, which is absolute horse shit. Anyone out there, especially my age, and I don't know where my generation goes. Are we Xers or whatever it is? But whatever that age group is, we're like, yeah, let's fucking fight for our lives. Let's fucking kick and scratch and fight for our lives and say, fuck you. You're not putting me down. That's what I'm saying. That's the kind of shit that kids need to be inspired by today rather than, oh, here, go out there and try. You get an effort. One of the best stories ever. James Harrison, Steelers linebacker. He was cut, released. He was on the Ravens and practice squads, different teams. He's a Hall of Famer. If James Harrison doesn't get in the Hall of Fame, all y'all can fuck off. Fell. His head and arm were pouring blood, and he got back on the bike and kept going with muscle hanging out of his arm. Yeah, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about right there. But James Harrison, Hall of Fame Steeler, in my opinion. If he's not in the Hall of Fame can fuck off. You don't even belong. He was Defensive Player of the Year, so stop it. But he was away, whatever. Steelers were playing on the road. He was away. He came home on like Sunday night, whatever. So he saw his kids on a Monday. They played basketball. They showed him a trophy. They said, hey, we won a trophy. He said, oh, did you win? You won a tournament or whatever? And they're like, no. But everybody gets a trophy. He took the tournaments and he took the trophies and threw them in the trash and told them you don't get a trophy unless you win. That's what I'm talking about. That's parenting 101. That's not, get the fuck out of here with your friendly parenting. Teach kids they have to work for a living. Meritocracy. The harder you work, the further ahead you'll go in life. This DEI bullshit, hopefully it's over. I hope it is. I don't know, but we'll see. Kelly, maybe I'll see if I can get him to come to Spoonapalooza. I don't know where he is right now. I don't know what's going on. They were having some stuff. I don't know where they're at right now, but I'm going to try to get him to come up here. Brody, how is your dad? Where is your dad right now? And how is he? That's what I need to know. Because I haven't seen him for, when I say I haven't seen him, I probably 2 years ago I saw him. I haven't seen him for a while. Listen, you were raised by your dad. You're tough. I don't have any problem with. I don't have any worries about the Syracuse boys. I know their dad, so they're scrappers. Miami? What? Oh. No, he doesn't live in... Where does he live, Brody? That's what I'm talking... He doesn't live in Miami, does he? Who was just in Florida? Oh, the Getzes. I don't know if I can say that or not. No, I just said it. I was looking for salt for my driveway. My driveway's a sheet of ice. Jensen and I didn't make the post. Jensen and I were shoveling today, and then he literally went with his little shovel all the way down. Kelly, you'll understand this. You know, I got him a shovel. It's like this big. Like, so if my shovel is a 3-foot wide shovel, his shovel is this big. He takes his shovel, and he went all the way down the driveway to Eric's house. Turned around, came back up. And his cheeks were as red Friday sweatshirts. Here and his mom. Oh. And he said, if he's still living in his mom's house, at Spoonapalooza, we're going to get him over here. And he said that, so I said to him, dude, it's pretty cold. We should probably go in the house. Because his whole face was blazed red. He didn't mind the cold at all. And I said, maybe we should go inside. And he said, we can't. He said, my parents are coming over here. We got to keep shoveling the driveway. They're not going to be able to get up. He made 3 trips. Literally he just pushed his shovel all the way down. When it would get full of snow, he'd hook it off to the side, throw it over the bank, and then keep going. He went all the way down into like the cul-de-sac there by Eric's, turned around, came back up. And even when his mom and dad came to the house, they're like, what were all these shovel marks? I'm like, that was Jensen. He said he told me he had to shovel the driveway to make sure his parents could make it up the driveway. And he literally said his parents. He didn't say mom and dad. He said, my parents won't be able to make it up the driveway. which was the most Jensen thing that ever was said. That's him. He's crazy. He's nuts. I love him to pieces. All right. I gotta get out of here. I gotta do research. I gotta do Delaware liquor store research. Mima's probably asleep already, which means I'm not gonna be able to throw down this information until tomorrow morning when she wakes up at 6 o'clock. And I said, I got a cold plunge. I'm going to Delaware. And she's like, what? I don't know what to tell you, Mima. That's what happened last night on last night's live. I can't help it. I'm gonna blame it on Kelly. Kelly said it was a good idea if I did that. The disheartening thing is going to be, I went to that Maryland liquor store when I was on my way. I did find something there, I think. Maybe I didn't. Maybe that's where that elderberry came from. Also, I have to clean the bar off before they come here. So, I don't know what to do here. We need more shelf space. Papa needs a bigger bar. I got one rum spot left because I took out the banana cream rum. It's gone. I'm done with that. There's probably a rum on the floor, though, that I could put there. If not, there's definitely one back there. Red rum. All right. Anyway, that's all I got. Good night, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Never apologize for being patriotic. And fuck Bruce Springsteen. Peace.